On this episode of Now Loading News, we'll hear the holiday traditions of people on campus, see why a teacher decorates her classroom during the holidays, talk story about the different perspectives of Christmas, and get to know how a community comes together to celebrate the season of giving. That's what's next on Now Loading News.
From the campus of Mauna Loa High School, home of the MENE, in association with MENE, showcasing the latest highlights and giving voices to stories untold. This is Now Loading News.
Aloha and welcome to this episode of Now Loading News. I'm Jade Batad.
And I'm Stella Nishimura, and we will be your hosts for this month's show. We first want to say,
Mele Kalikimaka!
For those who don't know, Mele Kalikimaka means Merry Christmas in Hawaiian, and it's what we say during the month of December.
Duh, Stella. To add to that, not only does Mele Kalikimaka mean Merry Christmas, but to a lot of people here in Hawaii, it could mean Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, anything really. Now let's go to CJ in Social Media Scoop.
Hey guys, I'm CJ Bassingthwaite with Social Media Scoop. Holiday traditions and memories with friends and family are some of the best parts of the holidays. Let's hear about different traditions that our students and staff have. Here's Ruben with MENE on the Street. Those were definitely some interesting stories, especially with Aaliyah's eggs exploding. I think it's great to reminisce about the past, especially the holiday seasons. Now back to Jade and Stella.
Thank you, CJ. I really like the story of the Christmas tree getting knocked over. During the holidays, most people like to decorate to get into the holiday spirit. For some, they decorate their homes and offices, but for one teacher here at Mauna Loa, she likes to decorate her classroom. Here is Deck the Hallways.
Miss Cole, one of the teachers here at Mauna Loa, loves to fill her classroom with decorations for the holidays.
Some students don't really have, any decorations for the holidays, and so this gives them an opportunity to be around decorations. These kinds of decorations, as I walk into class, kind of brighten up and cheer up the attitude. So it just helps to, make sure that we are a little bit more cheery, especially because of the pandemic. We don't really get around to talking to each other too much, and so I really don't get to see it, especially this year. It's nice to get appreciation, and the vast majority of my classes who enter, when they see it for the first time, like,
versions
whoa.
of our names and nicknames.
These decorations create a bond that brings teachers and students together.
The students will be excited and they'll be like, oh, you actually did this for the classroom, and then teachers will respond and they talk about it and bond over that.
I appreciate that they're decorating their classroom because it shows that they're also being in the festive spirit and they're not just focusing on teaching or school. It kind of makes me look forward to something, so I do better on exams so that I can relax and celebrate the rest of the winter break.
December's a really hard month, not only for the students who are preparing for their final exams, some of them are ending their semester courses, but also for the teachers.
With everything going on, teachers like Miss Cole try their hardest to celebrate the holidays as one.
More joyful and more festive for Christmas because snowflakes represents winter. Like everyone is like just together and they like talk. They're excited about what they're gonna be doing with their families and like what they're gonna be doing with each other outside of school as well as inside.
Obviously not every single one of my students is going to celebrate Christmas. Some of them have, you know, different belief system or different cultural things in their lives. It just feels nice to be appreciated. You know, that's, I was just talking to my psych class the other day that part of a stress reliever is, you know, giving appreciation and whatnot. And so it was a really nice thing to receive appreciation as well. And it makes me happy that they notice that I put an effort into it.
It's great that Ms. Cole is putting an effort into making her students' holidays more memorable. As said in the video, it gives us something to look forward to, which is something we all need. For my family, we like to go all out on decorations. Not even kidding, there's probably about 100 ornaments on our Christmas tree. Now let's check out reporter Ian in Talk Story.
Hey guys, let's talk story. This segment is where we sit down with people on campus and just talk. Christmas is right around the corner, with the new year following right after. Today, we are going around the school to ask people about their holiday season. Let's hear what they have to say. What separates like Christmas from like Thanksgiving, Valentine's, and all these other like holidays?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think the idea of Christmas and the spirit of Christmas is really one sort of, in my family at least, it had sort of that foundation of kindness. I tend to think that it's the end of the year and that everybody's just tapped out by whatever events have happened during the course of the year. So it's a great time to just sort of pause and take stock of what we really are grateful for and appreciative of. For me, it also reminds me of being a little kid. You know, being a kid was a fun time for me, and now I have an 8-year-old, so Christmas is even more special.
Do you believe in Santa?
Nah, Santa, I don't believe in Santa. One day I went to the mall and I saw Santa. I shocked me. So I was like, I went to sit on his lap and it was a weird old man, right? But he didn't look the same as every old man. So I knew it wasn't Santa. I was like, that's crazy. So I went back to my mom and I was, it's not the same. But that's how I do. And plus, I went in my mom's room and I saw her wrapping gifts. She told me to not go in the room, but I went in anyway. I saw gifts, and from then on, I knew she was lying to me. So, yeah.
Is there anything like you would say like any Christmas traditions your family does that other people don't do?
I would say yes. We eat Estonian food because my origin is Estonian. So we eat ham and we make this thing called rosolia, which is a Russian salad. It's actually made with beets and apples and sour cream, or sometimes, I think it's with sour cream. And so it's like traditional foods from Estonia that we eat. We also eat sauerkraut, but it's not the German sauerkraut. It's an Estonian style of making sauerkraut with pork and apples. So we have a lot of Estonian dishes.
This is kind of a controversial question, but do you believe in Santa?
I do. I believe in all that kind of stuff. Like the story had to come from somewhere. So whether it's a magical being that's actually out there on the North Pole, I don't know, but the origins of it come but I believe in lots of that stuff. Like I believe in fairies and Sasquatch and all that stuff. So yeah, Santa to me is real because Santa is a feeling. Santa is the spirit that we experience, right? Santa is that type of stuff. Whether it manifests into the jolly red man that we know, I'm not sure. But I like to believe that he kind of comes and influences all of us at this time.
It's great to hear everyone's responses about the holiday season and how they're choosing to spend it. For me, I still believe in Santa. I remember this time in elementary school, I asked for an Xbox. But you know what I got? I got a PS4. I didn't tell no one, not even my parents. And that's why I believe in Santa. Well, happy holidays and happy new year. Now let's get back to the show with Jade and Stella.
Not only is the holiday season about traditions and spending time with your family, but it's also about the season of giving. The Moanalua Valley Community Association is a great example of that. Here is Festive for the Community.
The Moanalua Community Valley Association normally holds an annual Christmas party, but now they have to improvise with COVID.
This Christmas party goes back 10, 20 years. So we used to have it at the elementary school. Thank you. But since COVID, we can't have it there.
So when we do it in person, we have games. And, Santa still comes, and sometimes we do like a Christmas backdrop, so the families can come up and take pictures with Santa with the Christmas backdrop.
To work around the new COVID norm, people are volunteering to hold a drive-thru that is in place of the Christmas party.
Last year, what we did was we did a delivery system where we delivered it to homes. And that one we did almost 400 dinners. This one today is pickup, so we actually did over 530 dinners.
We decided to do a Christmas drive-thru. So anybody in the neighborhood that wanted to participate ordered food, and we had the food delivered.
Everybody here is volunteering. We have the Leos here. We have people from the community. We have people from the golf club here that are volunteering.
Nobody gets paid, it's strictly volunteers. They do it for the good of the community, to serve the community. It's also a great way to meet your neighbors, because if there were no events, you wouldn't know who your neighbors were.
So thank you guys. Hey, thank you guys for doing this. Always community, always for the community.
It's great that people are continuing to give back to the community when things like COVID become an obstacle.
Well, that's all for today. We hope you guys enjoyed this month's show. If you would like to contact us, you can find our information by visiting our website, nowloadingnews.com. You can also follow our Instagram at MOHS_broadcast. On behalf of the Now Loading News team, thank you for tuning in, and we hope you have a happy holiday season. The loading is now complete.